man and his wife were immersed in the joy of moving into their new home, but the next second, both were instantly terrified by a sudden situation. He looked out the window and discovered a serious car accident had occurred outside. Little did he know, this accident was just the beginning. The next day, Jack learned that the person who died last night was a young athlete. Because there was a U-shaped curve in front of his house, the victim couldn't brake in time and crashed. Jack felt very sorry for the deceased, so he quickly observed the curve at the entrance. He discovered there was a problem with the curve's design. To prevent the tragedy from happening again, Jack cleared the weeds by the roadside, making the sign in the grass more visible. Every night he sat in the yard watching the road, but even so, he still couldn't prevent the tragedy from happening again. One day, Jack was grilling meat at home when suddenly he heard the sound of cars colliding. When Jack rushed over, he saw a car had been in an accident. Looking at the dying driver, he didn't know what to do. By the time the police and ambulance arrived, the driver had already lost his life. This made Jack feel incredibly guilty. He blamed himself for not learning first aid knowledge. If he could have given CPR in time, perhaps the person wouldn't have died. His wife comforted him that this wasn't his fault, but she still asked Jack to move as soon as possible, because they had only moved in a few days ago, and 2 accidents had already occurred. But Jack insisted on staying because he wanted to save those who got into accidents. So he enrolled himself in a first aid course and even bought a dummy to practice rescue techniques. After 10 days of intensive training, he finally mastered first aid skills. Jack believed he could definitely save the next accident victim. Little did he know his mindset had slowly begun to change. Jack waited at home for the next accident to happen, but after waiting for several days, everything remained safe. This made Jack feel very desperate, because without an accident happening, he couldn't prove himself. At night, he accidentally slipped on the wet road surface. This instantly gave Jack a terrible idea.